diabetes. I was a senior in high school. And check out the earring, guys. That was
yeah, Georgie. It's Georgie.
Well, at the time, I really didn't know much about diabetes at all. My grandmother had type 2, and I just knew that she had to take shots every day, and I didn't really understand much about it. I was also a drum major in high school, so this picture is actually of me getting my very first award, and I was pretty excited. I also had a headband with mistletoe. It was the Christmas parade. This was about a month and a half after I was diagnosed. It was tough because being 17 when I was diagnosed, it meant that I pretty much had to learn everything myself. Mom was there for me, but it was really more of I needed to learn it because I was going to go out and I had to live my life. And I kind of made a mistake. I chose to ignore it. I just took my shot. I would check my blood, whenever I really felt like it. I would do whatever crazy things I wanted to do, like bungee jump in Vegas. Probably not a good idea, but I did it anyway. I was pretty much in denial. I didn't want to have this. I didn't ask for it. So I just went through the motions, really. I was in a band, and although it looks like a reject boy band, we're really like a reject grunge band. Do we have any members of 6 Degrees in the house? Paulie! This is our band, 6 Degrees. We were in the gutter. I think we were in we were like in the wash, I think, right? In the morning wash. We looked uber cool, you know, and I thought I was pretty cool. I have to be honest with you.
That's the first picture I saw.
Yeah, that was. I thought it was cool, you know, and I was too busy having fun to allow diabetes take the center stage in my life, or I just let it go. I just let it, ignored it, really. Life has a funny way of changing, and priorities change. I was blessed with an amazing wife, and 2 unbelievably awesome kids. If you guys know that, you know although my life changed, my diabetes life didn't. It took an episode of DKA, which is diabetes ketoacidosis. Basically, when your sugar gets so ridiculously high, it's like your blood turns to acid almost. It's like poison. You're like poisoning yourself. And it's scary. If anyone's ever had that, it's absolutely terrifying. I took that and an A1C of 12.5, which any diabetic will tell you is not good control. That pretty much means I want to say in the high 300s, like an average of the 300s, when like 70 to 110 is where a non-diabetic would be. Correct me if I'm wrong, my DPeeps, right? About there? Am I right? Okay. After that, I realized I had to get my act together. These people are too important. So, being the nerd that I am, I hopped online and I started researching websites, just trying to find anything that I can that would teach me something. I just never learned a lot because I didn't want to. I found a podcast for my iPod called Diabetic Feed, and when I heard that, it kind of changed my life. It was the first time I heard another type 1. I'd never known I'm a type 1 diabetic. In case I know here we have type 1s and type 2s here. It's a little different, but they're diabetes, but they're different types. And so that you kind of treat them a little differently. And type 1 is a lot more rare. And so to find this person that had type 1 like me it was amazing. On her podcast, she talked about some other blogs, like 6 Until Me, my friend Carrie, Diabetes Mind. And I started reading these posts, these blog posts, and I realized that these people, we go through the same stuff. Like, these people get it. They understand what I'm feeling and how confusing and hard it is. How hard it is. feeling of support and just that family feeling of all these people. I mean, I knew I needed to have my own space. I needed to have a place where I could share and I could be what I want to be, and I can say what I want to say, and I can tell everybody all. Anyone who reads my blog, you guys know I tell you pretty much everything. Sorry, Jasmine, but the triumphs and the good and the bad. I put it all out there, and I do it because I need to get it out of my chest. When I see it starts to make sense to me. Up here, it just doesn't work for me. I get it written, and it makes sense. And then people read, and they tell me their feelings. Either I feel the same way, or here's something I can do about it. And it changes you. It makes you. It's like therapy. It's like pure therapy. In this place that's full of love and support. It's truly saved my life. I believe that. On my blog, I try to write every day, every weekday. Writing on the blog, it got me on the insulin pump. It got me with the continuous glucose monitor. It got me to test my blood sugar 8 to 10 times a day. I went months without checking my blood. I owe it all to the people around me that were fighting the same fight I was, and I knew I'm not alone. I can do this. And so anyway, it really did change everything for me. I mean, the fact is that diabetes is an epidemic. I know you all know this. It's awful. And as much as we have support, sometimes we can't all make it. Sometimes diabetes gets the best of us. This is Tom's brother, David, who passed away. And David, with all the complications, one of them is kidney failure, and Tom actually gave a kidney to his brother to help him be here a little longer, which it worked for a while, and eventually, unfortunately, he lost the fight. And now Tom is diagnosed, he has type 2 now, which he didn't at the time. So, I'm showing this to you because no one needs to feel alone. We can all be there for one another. We are all together in this fight. Type 1s, type 2s, and if you're not a diabetic in this room, you are a type 3, okay? That's what we call you. You are the people that love us and support us. We need that stuff. We need the help. We need the support. We need the hugs and the kisses and it's okay. It's going to be okay. We really do. After searching online, I heard about this World Diabetes Day. World Diabetes Day actually falls on November 14th. That's the birthday of Frederick Banting. Correct from what's his name? He's the guy who invented or discovered insulin. Okay, it's November 14th. It's also my sister Anna's birthday. So now, in our family, it's a double whammy. Double whammy. Yeah, that's an engine room. I'll show some of you. Not all of you. You better hurt yourself. Okay, I'm on the wrong side. Anyhow, World Diabetes Day is celebrated every November 14th, and it was started by the International Diabetes Foundation. This is not American Diabetes Day. This is World Diabetes Day. The epidemic is a lot bigger than our 50 states. A lot bigger, unfortunately. And I knew that I wanted to do something to be a part of this day and to say something about this day. And I wrote a song 2 years ago called Not By Choice. And the song it was my journey kind of living with diabetes, and originally I was going to sing it. I wasn't going to sing it. Tom told me I had to sing. And I'm going to tell you why. Tom said that I told him I didn't want this to be all about me. I wanted it to be about us, about the community, and about our loved ones, and this whole community here. And he said something I will never forget. He said, "It's no longer your song. It's not your song anymore. You wrote it for everyone. It's their song, and you need to sing." So that's what I'm going to do. But before I do that, I would like everybody in this room that is a diabetic or a person with diabetes, however you see yourself, to stand up and just say your name and how many years you've had it. Okay, I will start. First, please, I want to be recognized the fact that we have the years that we've gone on, those of us that have 1 year, those of us that have 30 years, we need to know that we can make it, that we can work together and we can do it. So, if you can just say your name and how long and how many years you have it, and I will start. George, 20 years.
Scott, 30 years.
2 years?
Chris, 8 years.
Dale, 10 years. Barbara, 1 year. Melissa, 7 years. Kristen, 3 whole years. Tied to and loving it.
Tom, 17.
Jamie, 13.
Jenny, 26, and I'm still here.
Suzanne, 24 years now.
Leanne, in 3 weeks I'll be 32 years. Yay. Sarah, 7.5. Katie, almost 1 year. Dawn, 5.
For anyone else, is that